Hello everyone, so today I will talk about Newton's second law of motion and how it explains the difference between weight and mass. As you may already know, Newton's second law of motion just states that force equals mass multiplied by acceleration, which simply means that if we apply more force to an object, it will accelerate at a higher rate. Recapping from the previous video on acceleration and velocity, acceleration is simply the rate at which velocity changes with time, accounting for both speed and direction. You can calculate acceleration by using the formula where you find the change in velocity and divide it by the time taken for the object to reach its final velocity. And now we can just assume that force is just an acceleration applied to a certain mass. So if we apply the same force to a heavier object, it will have a smaller acceleration, for example. It is easier to understand the equation if we have one of the variables as a constant, which means it will be kept unchanged throughout the equation. In this diagram, for example, if we apply more force to the same mass, we can see that the acceleration increases. This is just an inversion of the equation force equals mass times acceleration, and if you do the algebra, you can see that this statement is true. The equation for weight is going to be practically the same as the equation for force, because in fact weight is a force. And you can see because weight equals mass times the acceleration of gravity. The acceleration of gravity just means that gravity will apply an acceleration to a certain mass. So if you drop an object, it will fall because of the acceleration of gravity. And if you multiply that acceleration to the mass of an object, you will have its weight. So presumably weight is just the effect of gravity on a mass, and mass usually is constant, it's kept the same. So if you have a mass at different planets with different gravitational fields, the acceleration of gravity in each planet will be different. In Earth, the acceleration of gravity is about 9.8 meters per second squared. So to calculate the weight of any object on Earth, you just have to multiply its mass by the acceleration of gravity. As mentioned before, 9.8 meters per second squared. I hope that you found this video helpful and that you now know the difference between mass and weight. If you still have any doubts or questions, you can message us. We'll be glad to make any more videos regarding any topic to clear any of your doubts that you may have. See you in the next video.